about some of the blocking and protecting when attacking that last game?
Well, I think you saw signs of improvement. I think our staff did a great job. I think we put together a good plan. And really, the mission here is to create an identity, and that's who we want to be. We want to create balance. I think what we saw is when we can rush the ball, it makes everything else easier. Certainly third down's a lot easier. But our kids did a great job. I thought the effort was really good. We're making strides fundamentally. We got to focus on the technical things that we can do better. I think the morale is good. I think the intangibles are in place. I think you saw that come out of our kids, when we got put into a tough situation there being down. So that part was positive, but I think each unit has a inventory of things that we can improve at, and that's where our focus is at this week as we get ready to open Pac-12 play.
In improved performance, did you feel it in the practices leading up to Saturday that this was going to be a better performance than San Diego State, for example?
Absolutely. I thought we had a much better week of preparation. And a lot of times the product you see on the field is a product of a lot of people's work. We've got a great group of young men that we work with each day, but I thought each position coach did a great job of kind of answering the bell and doing a better job of teaching and preparing their unit. And the collective effort of that was a better product. Now, there are no moral victories, and the truth be known, I still got a bad taste in my mouth because I think we left a lot on the field. When you go back and watch the tape, there's 2 or 3 scores that are still out there. So we can make improvement, and the key to the drill is that we focus on the things that are going to allow us to do that. And that's better film study, better self-discipline off the field, whether it be nutrition, hydration, sleep. Habits will determine how far we go, and I think we're certainly making progress in that. And practice was quality the last 2 days.
You had 4 touchdown drives in a row in the second half, and the last 2 you were able to get those points. Was there something that happened in particular on those series that prevented that, or did you feel like some of the momentum and the way things were going that you guys were going to steamroll them and make some scoring?
Well, I think we had a critical third down, in particular there when we had a chance to take the lead. I think it was 3rd and 3, kind of on the right middle there, where we had Kalen kind of got hung up on the screen. We had the correct call. They just did, they ran a game up front. The guy ended up making the play. But, it just comes down to guys making those plays and execution. Anytime you play a game like that, you're going to look back and say, hey, I wish I'd called something a little bit different here or there. But for the most part, each possession where we got stopped, we could look in the mirror as a staff and as players and say, hey, we could have made a play there, or did something a little bit different fundamentally, or made a better decision here and had a different outcome. And that's the key here. Our players need to realize it's about us. Most every week when we come in here on Sunday, it's going to be that way going forward. So, great challenge this week with a much improved Oregon team. Outstanding staff on defense. Coach Levitt obviously is an outstanding football coach and has a tremendous track record. We've flipped the page and we're focused on what we can do to get ready to play this Saturday.
How well does Manny's style of play fit into your offense?
Well, I think it's a great fit. I think Manny can do about anything you want to do, truth be known. He's a quality passer. He's can extend the play, and you saw that he can be effective as a runner. And he's doing a much better job of managing those situations when he has to rush the ball. So, there's still 5 or 6 plays there where the ball can be completed, and it's a collective effort typically on every football play. You got 11 guys that got to do their job. So, but Manny's a great fit. No matter what system you run, I think he can do it. So he's doing fine.
What is the biggest challenge that Oregon is going to present on Saturday? And what pressure is going to come back into the better offensive performance last week, but coming back during it?
Well, I think each time you go play, there's a different set of dynamics. But Oregon certainly is athletic, quick, really good team speed in general. And it'll be about creating manageable down and distances. I think they got to do a good job rushing the quarterback. They're really good on third down, and I think they've got some young secondary players, but I think they're growing up and they're playing better for them. So they're certainly much improved. They've overhauled their personnel. They've signed some really talented rookies that are playing for them. 2 in particular in the back end, and then 2 defensive linemen that are playing pretty good for them. So, and each of those returning players that they have, you can see they've had tremendous off seasons and they're much improved as players. So they'll present a lot of challenges, and they're playing good defense so far this year in the first 3 games.
I'm sure that you watched a lot of what happened in Colorado in preparation. How much of that is carrying over to what you're coming in Oregon? What stands out as that?
Yeah, there's a lot of carryover. He's got an identity in terms of what he does. They do have in the secondary, they've got their safeties coach is new. You can see a little bit of his imprint on the back end, but front 7 is Levitt's kind of wheelhouse, and it's certainly his product in that regard. But their staff, they've got a good group of coaches. Their defensive front plays really good. They're good technicians up front. They can rush. And I think in the back end, they'll line up and play press and play man-to-man coverage. So, new set of challenges each week. Our guys have got to be ready. We got to have all of our bullets in our gun and go pull the trigger over and over. So, get ready for a 15-round bout, and it'll be that way going forward the rest of the way.
First quarter was kind of rough for the offensive line with the box snap, but it looks like it really hit their stride. Second, third, fourth quarter, running game much improved. I mean, what did you see from that game, and how do you feel it's going to translate?
Well, I think those kids have tremendous pride, and they're it is what it is. I think they, as much as anybody, wanted to answer the bell. They wanted to play better. And that there's a lot of things that go into that. It's the running backs playing better with better eye discipline, better fundamentals. It's the tight end group doing their part. I thought we got good work from that group in this past game. And then certainly the offensive line played better. They're better technique, better fundamentals. And we still have tremendous room for improvement. I think each unit has several things that we can do better, including the quarterback. So we're all seeking that improvement, and we're going to continue to seeking that improvement. Like I've told you guys before, every team that I've ever been a part of is always a work in progress. New set of problems, new set of injuries, new defense that you're playing against. And you only got so much time to prepare. The key is maximizing the time and having the self-discipline to prepare now, so when the lights are bright, you can go play and prepare and play fast.
You asked a lot different role Kyle Williams going from outside and ran some great routes and impressive plays. High end, I know what did you make about?
Well, I think, Kyle Williams is he's a guy we've been trying to get snaps, and trying to create plays for a while. And with John's injury, we made that move last week, and he certainly answered and had a tremendous performance. Kyle's not only talented physically, he's a great athlete. Man, that guy's made tremendous progress. I mean, his attention to detail, his toolbox of things that he could do at receiver. He's a special player, and to think that guy's got 3 seasons left, he's going to be a heck of a guy for us.
Well, a little bit too, and then he had a big game in Super Bowl. Do you think that was a big part of doing that? Was that intentional, or trying to get him, involved early in the game?
Yeah, I think that's the plan every week. You want to kind of like basketball. You like to get a couple layups, a couple easy ones early, right? Get a guy going, let him feel it a little bit, and then get him into the game. And then once we do that, I think that promotes confidence. Same thing for your quarterback. And he's a handful to cover if you want to play one-on-one. So he can present a lot of challenges to the defense, and he's practicing really well right now, and his approach on the field has been really good. So hopefully we can continue to get that production out of him.
Is this about where you're hoping the offense will be 3 weeks into the season?
No, we can play much better. Yeah, I mean, there's lots of plays out there. I mean, we can score a lot more. We can play better. I mean, you know, I'm going to say that no matter how many we score, but I think, you know, we're a product of we got a new group of people working together, you know, as a staff, but you can see that we're getting a little better. I think we found out that some of the teams we played are pretty good too, you know, and then, you know, going forward, it'll be about making improvement in every area. So, and it's not necessarily always just players, you know, it's coach to coach, it's player to coach. You know, being down on the field last week, some of the best insight that I got was directly from the players in every position, receiver, running back, O-line, quarterback, and it was truly a team effort to put some of those drives together. So, but we got to finish. You know, we had a chance to make plays to win that game. We didn't get it done. So, but I think we kind of grew up a little bit to some degree because it was kind of like, hey, you know what? When we do it right, it looks pretty good. So I think the key there is let's sustain those drives and let's make the most of every opportunity.
We're making improvements in that area, but you have to be pleased with red zone 8 of 8.
Yeah, I mean, the only goals we didn't meet offensively last week was we were at 3.8 a rush, and we turned the ball over with the bad snap, you know. Outside of that, third down was really good. The red zone was good. We created explosive plays. We scored 45 points, you know, and then, you know, we're close on first down efficiency, but bottom line, you got to own the football. You got to win in the turnover margin, and you know, the turnover gave them 7. We missed the field goal, and then we gave them, in my opinion, right there at the end of the second half. You know, we got to find a way to get some first downs and not give them the ball back. So, and then 2 possessions late there where you got a chance to go win. So, got to get it done, and it's a production business. So, hopefully we can continue to put drives together and move the ball and play winning football.
I feel like you could dispute those other guys at left tackle. Are you comfortable with either one of them, or would you like to just come down either Cole or Robertson?
Well, I think they both can play. They both deserve to play, you know. And it's still the center deal is not, you know, 100%. They both had a bad snap, truth be known. We just didn't get on one of them. We got on the other one. So, you know, it is what it is. We got to get more consistency at that position, and then I think the tackle, both those guys can play, and I think it's good for them to play because eventually we're going to need them all, you know. So it's good to have a little flexibility, and they practice together enough to where there's continuity there. So it's ongoing competition there, you know, and we're going to evaluate each and every practice going forward to see what the best group is.
Thank you, Coach.
All right.